right, folks, this might be a good opportunity to introduce you to the concept of the Grand Staircase. Do you recall in our talk with Canyon Tim Geology that he said above the top level of the Grand Canyon area were many other layers above, all of which had been eroded away at the Grand Canyon, but he said north of there those layers still exist. So what I've done for you here is shown you a version of a map that if we get lucky and you get your glossy brochures at Bryce Canyon National Park, you'll have. But let me get you oriented. So we're looking left to right, south to north. Okay, south to north. So here's the Grand Canyon, and it's schematically showing you all these different layers of deposition of sedimentary rock over the millennia. Right? So here's the Grand Canyon, the south rim, there's the north rim, the Kaibab Plateau. Here's the Paria Plateau. If you remember, the creek that came down to Lee's Ferry, where we were, was the Paria River. We actually crossed it back about 20 minutes ago. And this is the start of the Grand Canyon. From the Grand Canyon, from where we were yesterday, for those of you who went to Lee's Ferry, I pointed out the Vermilion Cliffs. So, imagine the Kaibab Plateau Grand Canyon is the top layer of the Grand Canyon, and in the past, on top of that, you had the Vermilion Cliffs, well, chocolate cliffs, vermilion cliffs, white cliffs, gray cliffs, pink cliffs, 5 more layers. They eroded away completely at the Grand Canyon, but as we progress north, we're going to stair-step over these various cliffs until we get to the top. At Pansangund Plateau, that's Bryce Canyon National Park, the tallest or the highest of those staircases. Now, the name Grand Staircase, to reflect this this cliff accumulation, was actually coined by John Wesley Powell. So that came from him. And about, I think it was in President Clinton's administration, he invoked the Antiquities Act to set aside federal lands in Utah for the Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument. So Escalante actually refers to one of the 2 Spanish priests who were tasked with finding an overland route from Santa Fe, New Mexico to California. Now, they never made it, they got lost, but their legacy lives on, well, at least Padre Escalante, as part of the name of Grand Staircase. So, this wilderness area that's set aside to our right and for several 100 square miles, Grand Staircase Escalante, as I said, is a national monument.